Hello and welcome to the training session on SAP ALE Idoc. So here ALE stands for the Application Link Enabling, Idoc is the Intermediate Document, and EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange. So before doing the actual practical configuration in SAP system, first we'll have some little theoretical knowledge so that it will be easy for the configuration. So let's understand what is the ALE Idoc and how it is used in the business. IDoc is simply data container which is used for the transfer of data from one system to another. The data we can transfer from SAP to SAP system as well as from SAP to non-SAP system. There can be multiple receiver and not necessary like both should be SAP. We can have any number of systems. So whatever data is transferred using the IDoc. So in general, we transfer different type of data like master data. Master data means like say material master, vendor master, customer, etc. And we can transfer transaction data that is called as the purchase order, sales order, FI document, etc. When we are dealing with the transaction data like purchase order and sales order, those come under the part of EDI, that is electronic data interchange, because when you're transferring the purchase order from the sender system on the receiver system, based on that data, the sales order will be created. Similarly for the sales order and the FI documents. So that's why it is known as the electronic data interchange. And along with the master data and transaction data, I am also mentioning here as the custom field data, because along with the standard material master or vendor master field, sometimes there might be requirement to add some additional field into a standard, and that concept comes under the IDoc extension part. So that's why I am mentioning as third point the custom field data transfer. So those are the data which we can use to transfer from sender to receiver system. Now let's consider a scenario like how the material master is transferred. So consider a company that is Mitsubishi Electrics, which is a Japan-based company, and like an example like Mitsubishi has their headquarters in Japan. Along with Japan, they have the branches in India, China, and Australia, where they have the manufacturing plant. As the Mitsubishi products are sold worldwide, so what they do, based on different countries, they use different SAP system, but the products are common on the worldwide. So what they do, let's take an example, they have the product called PLC MIT X1000. So first they will create the product ID in their headquarters, that is Mitsubishi Japan. And once they create the material code in their headquarters, through IDoc, they can distribute the same material to different country SAP systems. So with the help of IDoc, they can transfer the data from one country to other country systems, so that they will have the consistency in the overall SAP system in different countries. Now, an example how the SAP to non-SAP system works. So even though the SAP R3 is a very powerful ERP system and also the SAP S4HANA, but still along with the SAP R3 or S4HANA system, most of the company, they have the very good features like the Salesforce, the C4C. They are very good in the particular sales area. So what most of the company do on the back end, they use the SAP R3 or S4HANA system. But on top of this, they use some other web-based software based on the requirement. Consider here Salesforce. So what they will be doing, they generate the inquiry in the Salesforce, they create the customer, they generate the quotation. And once the quotation is generated and the sales order is created in the Salesforce, they transfer that to the SAP system. So here in this case also, we can use the IDoc, say for C4C, or many other softwares are there which have some expertise in the particular area. So most of the company along with SAP, they also use some non-SAP system, and to establish the integration between them, we make use of SAP ALE Idoc. So how the data is transferred from SAP to SAP system. So let's understand with a little diagram. So here This is my sender side and this is my receiver side. The first I'm explaining SAP to SAP. So here in the sender system, we have the outbound program. The outbound program fetches the data from the database from the sender system, and the data is generated in the IDoc. That is the IDoc container. Data is stored in the IDoc. And through the distribution model identifies where the data need to be sent. And through the distribution model, the IDoc is distributed to the receiver system, and this side is the receiver one. In the receiver, when the IDocs are received, and there are inbound program, like in the sender, we have the outbound program. In the receiver side, we call it as the inbound program. Mostly it is BAPI or RFCs. The job of the inbound program is to receive the data in the format IDoc, process the data, and save in the receiver database. This is the SAP to SAP scenario where one ABAP consultant can do both the sender and the receiver side activity. Now consider next as the SAP to non-SAP scenario. Here in this case, I'm considering my sender system is SAP, but my receiver system is a non-SAP system. So here in this case, our sender side will be same. That is, select outbound program, sender database, generate the IDoc, and the distribution model. But as this IDoc data of SAP, the non-SAP system cannot understand directly. So in this case, we make use of middleware software. SAP also has some products which are used as a middleware like SAP XAPI, SAP HCI, which is used for the HANA, and many other companies also provide the middleware like TIBCO, the MuleSoft, and many more softwares are there. So what is job of this middleware software? They understand the IDoc, SAP IDoc. They take the IDoc as an input and they convert that IDoc data into the XML or the JSON format, which is commonly used by all the web-based applications. And after converting the data into the XML JSON format, they pass the data to the receiver system, which is basically a non-SAP system, and mostly people use web services. So they receive the data in the XML JSON format, they perform the operations, and data is stored into database. Now, along with just data transferring, middleware software is capable of doing all the field mapping, and we can also set most of the time like some constants value. We can do add some conversion rules based on the middleware which we are using. They have a lot of capabilities. We can perform a lot of operations in the middleware. So here, in general, SAP non-SAP scenario, our web consultant role is to perform the sender side operations. Mostly the middleware consultants are different, and obvious the non-SAP consultants are different. So as I explained, in the SAP to SAP scenario, one web consultant can do the both side activity, but in SAP to non-SAP system, the scenario is a little bit different. We might require to involve multiple consultants in this. So this is some basic about the SAP ALE Idoc. So in next, we'll see about some of the IDoc configuration and what are different components in the ALE Idoc.